Yes. It's copy our State Election Commission, Malad. Kindly affidavit of service, Malad.
No.
Directly over there.
Because
Give a copy to her from yesterday.
even I talked to her just.
Did you tell me that what you are coming to talk to me and tell me about?
Yes.
No, you didn't.
I do not know.
I on GP office. And GP office, GP himself received it. Now, Malad, they says this is GP himself. This is a handwriting of government pleader. It's
21st, yesterday it was served up on the commission's office.
The government leader is not supposed to allot me.
State Election Commission.
Might
I
have,
am speaking about the election
Might have.
commission.
might have. But if I am available and in most of the matters I am receiving, my juniors are
Yes,
receiving,
yes, true. I understand.
they should have
But then,
kindly considered,
no, but then your client could have also forwarded the copy
Your Lordship.
because these matters are being taken up on
Yesterday.
urgent basis.
Yes, sir.
Lordship,
And
very
where is
kindly,
the GP service? This is the GP service.
Yes. Malad, handwritten
That
of GP.
receipt.
No,
is not-
because of that, Malad, it is directly served upon GP. That's why GP in handwriting of GP. That is yes. Yesterday, government pleader himself. Yes,
5:30 p.m. yesterday it was
he
received.
received. Yes.
And by now, copy has not been served. Just imagine, from the GP office second floor to the first floor of the High Court, it has not reached. Imagine. Ms. Sinha, will you please tell me whether the election is still on or not? The election is on. And the election commissioner is also there. There was a report that the governor has not accepted the joining letter or something.
at this point of time, I would not like to comment.
Use the microphone. Somebody is there on the virtual mode.
I don't think there is any such, whether the election has been stalled or the election commissioner is not going to remain. These are all speculations. They will always be there, Your Lordship.
Very well.
The election process is
Very
still
well,
on.
Very well. Yes. Now, Mr. Bhattacharya.
Yes, Milord, the point is very short. We had, Milord, submitted our nomination paper. Pursuant an order of the court, police escort was given, nomination was accepted, and our party symbol was allotted. Then on final list, names were taken out. On the very same ground, yesterday, my lord considered the matter in detail and passed an order. I will be praying, Milord, the similar order. Election cannot be frustrated in such a manner. Where, Milord, the order of the court for police protection is required for the purpose of filing nomination. And when nomination is filed, then ultimately you say it is beyond the time. It's your fault, not my fault. I had been there within the time period. You could not complete the process on your own. Therefore, I cannot be debarred from participating in the election and get somebody advantage of stealing march over me saying I have been declared uncontested.
Very well. Yes, the commission.
I have no instruction, Your Lordship.
Yesterday's order is there and the prayer is that same order may be
Again,
passed.
Your Lordship, again, my very respectful and humble submissions before Your Lordship is that the election process is set in. Nominations are over. Candidate
Yesterday.
list published.
Your-
Writ jurisdiction
your,
does not have.
Yes, your submission is also same as was made yesterday.
And I have learned from Mr. Bhattacharya since 87 election to till date that after the starting of election process and scrutiny is over, all are election dispute and the same shall be decided by the election dispute.
Very well.
And in the High Court also, if my lord can take up this matter, I have to be given opportunity of filing affidavit in opposition relating to denial his contention.
You file affidavit in opposition so as to frustrate his claim to contest the election.
He my lord, his case is, there is no case, his case without the making an election petition.
Very well.
93 C.
So far I am concerned, my lord, rightly, wrongly, nomination rejected. And I have been declared elected. My lord, your lordship knows certificate issued. I have the certificate with me. My lord, in terms of the provisions, my lord, the rejection of nomination is a ground for challenging the election petition. Section 93 clearly postulates that. If that be so, my lord, the writ petition, according to my humble summary, not only ground of, my lord, the process has been initiated, the ground of challenge is akin to, my lord, election petition. So that, my lord, on the ground of 92 and 73, the petition is not maintainable. Apart from that, my lord, on 20th June 2023, your lordship has passed an order relegating this matter to the authority concerned. They will obviously kindly look into this.
I have passed other orders also. 21st of June also, another order has been passed. No, not contradictory.
If you obviously kindly
Facts are different.
if you obviously kindly peruse your 14493, may I hand over my phone to my
No, your phone is not required. I am aware that I have passed orders.
Passed an order. So,
Not only passed orders, I have rejected petitions also.
yes. So, my lord,
But then in this case, the petitioners, as
I
is the
don't know. I have not
submission,
been served what the case made out here.
the submission is that the petitioners were had to go to the center for filing the nomination paper upon police escort.
That my lord had directed.
Right?
Yes.
Thereafter, they could not file it. They were deliberately restrained and obstructed from filing it.
It's a disputed question of fact. I am saying this is not, no such incident took place.
Mr.
On this
Basu,
ground
the
also.
ground reality is something completely different. We
My lord,
have
we are
to
in court
see-
of law. My lord, we can say what
Is
is my lord
this?
in law says.
thing is this, if you use the ground reality versus the law, then what is to prevail? Certainly the law will prevail in court. Certainly.
Yes.
But at the
that I'm
same
saying.
time, we have to see as to where the law is applied. You cannot apply the law sitting
In
inside
vacuum.
glass
Certainly not.
rooms.
Certainly not. But I
You
am
have to
submitting,
come out. The persons could not file the nominations. They approached the court.
Right.
The police was
Without implementing
directed.
party.
Police,
Without implementing party.
he has
Today-
to implicate the world as a party
No.
in this case.
So far as this petition is concerned, they know I have been declared elected. So today, if your lordships entertain this application without implicating me, my right goes.
What is your right? Right to be elected
Elected.
uncontested.
But that is law provides for that.
Your right.
Law provides for that
This
also.
is a type of competition. You cannot expect that nobody is going to compete with you.
My lord,
Can you? You cannot.
Today, my lord, there is a provision for ex parte order also. So here, my lord,
Yes.
rightly, wrongly, my competitor failed to compete me, and that's why I have been declared. Certificate is there. Today, my lord, by this process, my certificate will be nullified.
Yes.
Take his certificate. Kindly see, this is the certificate.
Our
One certificate I can hand over to my lord.
Yes.
our name
I am
name-
declared.
what?
Which one is this?
our name canvas, although my senior is there, but due to miscommunication, my lord,
No,
our
no.
name canvas in the website on 20, my lord. Thereafter,
Yes,
One.
suddenly
I have-
vanished.
But what Mr. Basu is submitting is really he's advocating a fraud on statute. If the statutory authority
I said
does
there
not
was no
discharge
obstruction.
their
If I say
function
there is no
according to
obstruction.
statute, then it's a fraud on statute. That it vitiates
certificate
everything.
has to go.
We don't have to wait for
Today-
election petition. Look, Article 226 is the extraordinary power in extraordinary situation that was said by the Supreme Court.
It's a question of fact.
No
That's
disputed
my-
question of fact, the basic
Yes.
fact.
I said there was no obstruction.
Our
Had
name
there
is-
been
that
no
is not-
obstruction on the earlier
Police
occasion, the court
protection.
could not have passed order granting
that-
police
That
protection
is in the
for filing of nominations.
some other place.
After scrutiny
No,
of
not other case. This
But-
case. This
This
matter
case.
also.
This case
after
also.
scrutiny, our name is
This case also.
My lord has directed. So they reached there by police escort. So that part is over.
That part is over. They filed their symbols. That part is
after
also
scrutiny, our
over.
name was
The scrutiny was over. They were eligible. The list was published.
And
They were eligible.
their
All of a
website.
sudden, the final list, their name is
And
not
my
there.
Can my lord decide
After-
today whether the real ground is there? Either they have reached late or he has
No, no,
not
everybody
started.
reached there. Had they not reached there, then the scrutiny and everything could not have been done.
Though I, for the time being, presume that is wrongly rejected. Law take his own course. 9370 is clearly.
This is
my lord,
not wrong. This is deliberate. Wrong is something else. This is deliberate.
Is deliberate wrong is also wrong.
No, deliberation is not wrong.
That has to be decided by a court of law. But if your lordships kindly
Well, let us
see,
participate.
see, two grounds.
Let them go to court.
If your lordship kindly, my lord has the act. Kindly see two grounds for. Kindly come to 73.
No, these provisions were placed repeatedly.
Yes.
Miss Sinha is there. Mr. Mahato is
Lordship,
there.
give me one chance.
Repeatedly, it has been placed.
Chance if your lordship kindly give.
Just
I will take 1 minute.
just see the crowd inside the court, all for election petitions.
Give me 1 minute. Kindly come to 73, 79. 79.
79 and 92.
Election dispute.
79.
Already.
Kindly come to. No, no, he can't. 93.
Yes, 93.
Kindly come to 93.
Yes.
This is the
yes.
ground of challenge.
Right.
Kindly come to by the improper acceptance of the nomination or my rejection. Both are there. हाँ, मतलब the C. The nomination has been improperly rejected. So it is improperly rejected at best.
In fact, nomination was not rejected. The candidate was rightly put up in the list of selected candidates who had put in
Yes.
their nomination, but thereafter it was
Whatever I have been declared, elected, necessarily means that others' nomination has been rejected because prior to election there cannot be declaration.
Which constituency is this?
Bhangor.
So if that be so, my lord, this is the
Only
ground of
one-
rejection.
one
And
minute.
suit is maintainable.
1 minute. Is only one constituency involved
Yes,
over
yes, yes.
here?
Bhangor.
Bhangor.
Bhangor too.
And this one is from Bhangor.
Bhangor.
This was
Same,
Bhangor.
same,
But I
same.
don't know who is challenging, but I have bunch of selected candidates who have been declared election. And now this process, my election which has been declared correct has been to be nullified without any due process of law.
Go and contest, get the people's verdict.
And after publication of the.
Then, my lord, the law should be scrapped.
Then my lord, the election schedule will be that stuff.
20 no elections, 11 nomination.
Then what is the use of conducting elections?
70.
No need. Why are we publishing?
70.
Why
State
not?
election
among-
commission, bias attitude is a main thing for whole mess up.
No,
Election.
please don't use such words.
That's my thought.
Don't talk amongst yourselves.
SP, video, such and such.
I don't know which election he is challenging, but I have a bunch of elected certificate.
Here also there are a bunch of petitioners have
Yes,
come.
I don't know.
From
No,
Bangor.
I have not been made a party. I'm a selected candidate.
82 and all 82 filed their nomination.
Nomination.
All 82 names
yes.
were published in the list.
Yes.
I
Yes.
cannot assist, my lord. I
And
should have a
in
copy.
82 seats, the result has been declared.
I
No.
don't know the state election commission can say. I have no idea about it. And who declared my lord, winning candidate, my lord, I have no idea at all. Because our name canvassed on 20 my lord, morning, my lord. Thereafter from evening, our name is vanished.
What is this CD?
The mess up, one
The
person.
CD shows how they are prevented with the arms, ammunitions, and the mobilization of gundas. That's the CD.
But this is
And
my
also
absolute
CD that we
disputed
have been
question.
able to
Absolute
revise
disputed.
Not only
nomination,
that, my lord.
that is also reflected.
And not only that, my lord, I also
But
annexed
this is
the
not a
media
normal
report
course where
also.
somebody has improperly done something.
Page number
This is a
269
deliberate.
words. 269 on
They
words,
want
my
to
lord.
frustrate the
What
election.
happened on that particular date, my lord? Page number 272.
For the election dispute.
272 onwards.
My lord,
What
the
happened?
newspaper even not even a secondary evidence.
No, newspaper, the court
No,
is
no,
not
I just-
considering.
They
Not
can
even a
show
secondary
whatever
evidence
they
under the
like.
Evidence Act.
The court is not considering those.
Their statement I am.
I'm to बोल रही हूँ। अरे, I have already said.
And 3% died on that particular date, my lord. Then, but after
Copy is
nomination,
served upon me, I can assist my lord. Who are the candidates? Declare me. I have not been made a party.
So my lord, there is no.
How many of your candidates have been declared elected?
My lord, I cannot know who is there. I have at least 10 certificates with me. I could have gathered.
Yes,
Declared.
declared.
I don't know how many total has been declared.
Very well. The 10 will be added here immediately, and you are here to represent. I am recording your submission. I am considering your submission and passing order, so that you cannot say that it's an ex-party order.
I want to be added. I want to
will
be
add
added. And I have a copy of the application so that I can assist my lord.
I will add you.
No, not only adding me. A copy
I am
is required.
hearing you. Yeah, I am hearing you also.
I am submitting without the copy of the petition. That my lord kindly consider.
Very well.
I cannot answer
The-
that point.
The point is there
Madam,
before you. Do you have an
replying on
extra
air.
copy? You have an extra copy?
no, my lord, I have one.
I want to hear.
copy, I can.
Please give a copy. Please give a copy to him.
I am replying on air.
No, it is there. This is what the submission
Sir,
is.
this-
You are replying.
This I have to read here and answer to my lord.
Yes.
My lord, that competence I don't have. My lord is fully aware of this.
Super competent.
My lord is fully aware of this.
And that is the reason I have directed for service of copy
What to be
immediately.
done?
Please come.
But I will, no useful purpose will be served. If you kindly keep it tomorrow, at least one day, so that I can assist my.
Every minute is important.
I know.
There is a time
That's why I say
schedule.
one day, not 1
There
week.
is a time schedule.
Lordship, time schedule has already lapsed. It is already gone.
They have to
All
reschedule.
all these orders that are coming, they are all beyond schedule. Our schedule is long back over.
He has to reschedule. If ultimately your lordship hold in their favor, then reschedule has to be made.
The
Reschedule has to be made.
That will be
no,
No,
possibly not.
no, not necessary. Not
There
No,
should
no,
necessary.
no,
not
no,
be
no. That is not required.
Not be required.
Not required.
After publication, second publication is necessary. It is entire schedule will be changed.
But so far I am concerned, Malik,
No schedule will be changed.
That is the submission of the state.
that is not very important.
So then
Kindly record my submission that I want to be added because we have been declared elected. I don't know what the petition about, who has been made parties there, in which constituency it has been decided. So unless I am
Constituency is one. Bhangor, it has been said.
all different constituency.
No, Bhangor.
Different
Bhangor,
GPs.
Bhangor,
Gram
all
Panchayat.
Bhangor. Para
Bhangor.
2, my lord. Para 2 is specifically stated.
Constituency means Panchayat.
Several panchayats are there.
Several Gram Panchayat. I don't know which one I have to defend.
Very
Within the Bhangor block,
tomorrow in
my
that.
lord will pass the order. let the
The nomination center is one, that is Bhangor. We want to go to file nomination in Bhangor BDO. So that's why, my lord, that is constitute a homogeneous class, my lord. So to go to the Bhangor, we are obstructed. That's why they are in
The petitioners are all contestants of the Panchayat Election 2023 from the different Gram Panchayats of Bhangor 2 constituency. Stop. Next. The nominations of the petitioners were initially accepted and scrutinized. Stop. Their names were published in the list. Now, their names were included in the list published by the State Election Commission. Stop. Paragraph. The grievance of the petitioners is that in the final list published by the State Election Commission, the names of the petitioners have been suddenly dropped. Stop. The petitioners have not been made aware of any reason as to why their names were not included in the final list after the scrutiny process was over. Stop. The petitioners categorically submit that none of them filed any application for withdrawal of their nominations. Stop. Next. Prayer has been made for permitting the petitioners to contest the election. Stop. Next. It has been brought to the notice of this court that after publication of the final list, the candidates who did not face any opposition have been declared uncontested. Stop. A certificate has been produced before this court. Stop. Now, produced before this court, issued by the Panchayat Returning Officer and the Block Development Officer, Bhangor 2 Development Block, on 20th of June 2023. Stop. Next. The learned senior counsel representing the elected candidate submits that as any order passed in favor of the present writ petitioners will affect the right of the elected candidates accordingly. They are necessary parties, and an opportunity ought to be given to the said candidates to put forth their case. Stop. Next. The learned advocate representing the State Election Commission and the state respondents submits that at this stage there is no scope to entertain the writ petition, and the only recourse of the petitioner is to file an election petition. Stop. Next. Paragraph. The learned advocate appearing for the petitioner. Now, the advocate on record of the petitioner is granted leave to implead the candidates who are being represented in court today. Stop. A copy of the writ petition has already been handed over to the learned senior counsel representing the elected candidates. Stop. Let the matter appear in the list for consideration tomorrow.
2 p.m.
2 p.m. But can it be at 2 p.m.?
Very well, 2 p.m.
Kindly indicate how many candidates, my learned senior.
Give the
I
name.
cannot. Just now I
No,
can.
otherwise, how will he implead?
Give the name, address.
I am having 10 to now.
Give 10
Name
at
and
least.
address.
Give the names of 10 so that they can be,
Mine.
and the others will lie on the same footing.
Give.
I will give this back. Pradeep, this is to be returned. Acha, affidavit of service filed in court today is taken on record.
और सबका
Well,
details
हाँ,
कौन-कौन सा
करना लिखी थी।
क्या है?
आधार कार्ड पे टाइप करो।
Who is personally present? Is he there online or physically?
online.
Let him wait. I'll take up the Panchayat matters. There are quite a few. Tell him to wait.
Then we come back around.
I don't know when this will be over. As soon as it is over,
I'm waiting. For the petitioner, I'm waiting.
yes, please wait. Please tell your client to wait. So many urgent matters are there. And since he is online, he can always join in. Since he is online, he can always join.
One lighter thing, which I always do. Panchayat Act, Bear Act is not available in the market.
Yes, even I know. Everybody like you have purchased.
I have joined just now.
Yes.
But the applications will be taken up today. But the applications would they be taken up today? But the applications
Please
would they be
wait, Mr. Day. It will be taken
My
up. I'll finish up with the Panchayat matters as soon as
My
possible.
lord,
Come back
definitely.
to the
I'm here.
list.
Man. I'm here. Man.
No. কি নাম রে তুই?
Item number 1 and 3, both are matter relating to corruption. In 3, Mr. Bhattacharya is leading. Kindly takes up 3 first, if it's possible.
Yes, certainly.
Name of the
3 টা একটু আগে দিয়ে দিন না, 3 টা।
name টা বলো।
3 টা একটু আগে দিয়ে দিন।
Pradeep 14814. Item 3.
অশোক কোথায়?
3 is taking up.
1 or 3 আছে।
Service made.
Yes, service done. To all respondents through email as well as person. Sina.
অশোক কোথায়?
Yes, Matt. Served all.
3 নম্বর
Anybody representing the respondent number 8?
Eight. No, private respondent is not served. Sorry.
Not. And you have allegation against this person.
Allegation cannot be served. Allegation is that he is out of station.
Still now.
Out of country.
Not out of station. He has gone to Hajj. But he is on foreign tour. His nomination was accepted. That itself shows, my lord, how the election commission office is not paying fraud on this statute. Now, this is a more fundamental issue. The law requires that a person who wants to file nomination has to be present personally. or through his secondary with all documents. We have given the list to show this person because he was on Hajj, still is on Hajj. How could his nomination be accepted? Let Election Commission will not give a report to your lordship tomorrow. I think that will resolve the whole issue.
Yes.
I have heard, and I'm very happy. Election Commission. I really want to know, your lordship, what actually is happening, because when the elections are announced, all the officers, they are coming under us. We have a right to know as to whether the allegations that have been made against my officers are true or not. At least this much we can expect.
That's why I
Enlighten the court.
yes.
Bureau of Immigration, my lord, that comes under the Ministry of Home Affairs.
Yes.
My lord, the union is a party, but service through the Ministry of External Affairs, my lord. The Ministry of Home Affairs and the Bureau of Immigration may be added. My lord, we need a order of court, my lord, to come up with the particulars, my lord. My lord, may I make a few submissions, my lord?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
may I submit it tomorrow, my lord?
No, you can always.
Yes, my lord, as per my lord, the information that I have received from the BDO, my lord, the nomination was probably filed by one Omar Farooq Mullah, my lord, who is a proposer. My lord, the provision permits either the candidate or the proposer to file the nomination. The proposer was there physically present and has filed the nomination paper, my lord, and accordingly it has been taken into consideration.
And is the signature of the candidate concerned not required?
Yes, signature is required, but my lord, your lordship will kindly take the provision at the time of taking the nomination paper.
Show me, please.
Yes. At the time of taking the nomination paper, my lord,
Which provision?
my lord, 46, section 46, my lord. At the time of taking the nomination, my lord, there is no scope of verifying the signature.
At the time of scrutiny?
At the time of scrutiny, my lord, it has been, my lord, scrutinized. And my lord, what report they have, my lord, the Election Commission will be able to say.
No, since you made the submission,
Yes, I
proposer has proposed the name of the private respondent.
yes, I'll tell you, lordship, my lord.
But then
yes.
finish it up with what instruction you have.
Yes, yes. My lord, the person says, the concerned officer says that the PRO has not received any written objection or any counter affidavit from any end against the nomination filed by Moharuddin Ghazi till the date and time of the scrutiny of the nomination paper concerned. Hence, the nomination paper has been accepted as per law. My lord, till the time the scrutiny was till 17th. No objection like contained in the writ petition came before the concerned person till the time of scrutiny, and accordingly, my lord, it was scrutinized and it was, my lord, the name was probably published. My lord.
Just imagine a situation where candidates are personally present, they are threatened, they are prevented, they are obstructed from going to the polling station, and somebody who is out of the country, he files his nomination
Yes.
to somebody else,
My lord, the law permits it.
and it is
No.
My lord,
Law
the
doesn't.
my lord,
law
the law
permits
kindly states 46 subsection 1, my lord,
yes,
it permits
yes.
it, my lord. On or before the date appointed under clause A of section 43, each candidate shall either in person or by his proposer between the hours as may be prescribed deliver to the Panchayat returning officer at the place specified in this behalf in the notice issued under section 44 a nomination paper completed in the prescribed form and signed by the candidate and by a voter of the constituency as proposer.
Signed
Yes,
by
but the
candidate.
allegation is not the sign is not there. The allegation is not that the sign is not there. They say that the sign is there. They say that the person is not there.
Whose sign was there?
They say that it cannot be his signature.
Because the person left the country.
I do not get it. The person is not there. Who can sign?
Yes.
No, but it's signed by the candidate.
Where is the
But
candidate?
at the time of submission of the nomination paper, the proposer can go and submit, my lord.
Submit, but
The objection with regard to the signature had to be raised by them.
No, how could we raise?
They have not raised any objection with regard to the signature at all. This is coming up for the first time in the writ petition. At the time of scrutiny, there was no objection. That is what the officer is saying. That I will consider the objections. If no objection comes to me, what will I consider?
and at the time of scrutiny also the Panchayat returning officer is not required to see whether the
The
candidate has
signature was
signed.
there. The form
No,
contained
no.
the signature of the candidate.
You signed for your learned friend and it is
Yes.
accepted.
No,
Is it so?
Malad, kindly takes one thing, Malad.
The form is signed by the candidate, submitted by the proposer in person.
Right. So you say that the form was signed by the candidate.
It
the
has to be
candidate-
according to the law.
Has to be according to law. That's the point.
has to be according to law, but whether it has to be in accordance with law is a question mark.
Right. Now, till the point of scrutiny, this objection has to come from someone that this is not his signature. He has gone for Hajj and he was on so and so flight.
What is the purpose of this scrutiny? Only the objections, the officer concerned.
And
is
the
not-
documents which has been given. And the documents which has been given.
And the
No, but
signature
then
of the
these-
candidate, the officer will not see whether the signature, the person who has filed nomination is there or not. Whether it is his signature, or
very
not,
late.
whether
Yes,
there
was not-
is
What your lordship is seeking, my lord, at the time of scrutiny, my lord, is only matching of the
Mr.
signature with other documents.
Mr. Bandyopadhyay probably will put the proposer into trouble. This person left the country on 4th of June.
Right.
Might be.
When
the
the
proposer-
election notification.
If the proposer, if someone has put a
proposal
wrong
has committed
signature, well, if someone has put a wrong signature, that's a different
Yes,
thing
sir.
altogether. The point here being made is that the officer concerned, who was acting as the PRO, did not receive an objection till the point of scrutiny. It has to be indicated like it has been indicated in the paragraph, my lord, before your lordship. That is paragraph 8. They will have to
Nomination
show
forms.
that they will have to first show that up to 17, the officer concerned was approached by saying that this signature is not genuine. Merely putting the blame on the officer, my lord, will not suffice. They will have to show their bona fide also. What steps they had taken.
Well, I would request the Selection Commission to submit a report. What are the requirements of filing nomination? Giving detail of the photograph and signature all. How could a person who left the country on 4th of June and the officer said, I don't know anything? Now, this is fraud on statute, my specific point.
and the immigration center is required to be made a party, the immigration authorities.
And the Ministry of Home Affairs. For the disclosure of the details, my lord, we need an order from the court.
External affairs will not be able to say.
No, my lord, BIO, Bureau of Immigration is under the Ministry of Home Affairs.
Okay.
The Hajj committee can also.
One more thing, my lord,
The Hajj committee is also there, and you have served it to the Ministry of Law and Justice.
Because my lord, page 32, I have an X kindly see, my lord. Page 32,
Page 32.
where from we can demonstrate this on 4th June he has left. This is a document of Hajj committee. It's uploaded on the website.
Yes.
This shows that his 4th June has left, and this is how Hajj committee can file a report for this court saying that
The Hajj committee is in Mumbai. Your address? It's in Mumbai. How can you get the information?
then it can be done.
The Immigration Bureau, Mr. Bhattacharya is
Yes,
there.
yes.
He can take instruction immediately.
one more aspect, my lord. But since, my lord, we are, my lord, all discussing, my lord, the modalities and the procedures relating to the Panchayat elections. My lord, with the nomination form, Sonal Sinha will be in a better position to answer that, my lord. And there is a declaration, my lord, form which has to be submitted. And the declaration form that reveals, that states, প্রার্থী জমাকৃত মনোনয়নপত্রের সঙ্গে প্রদেয় ঘোষণাপত্র পঞ্চায়েত রিটার্নিং আধিকারিকের সম্মুখে it has to be done in presence of the PRO, the Panchayat
Right.
Returning Officer. And at the bottom of the form, the place of signature is there, তারিখ সহ প্রার্থী সম্পূর্ণ স্বাক্ষর. Thereafter, there is a marking where the Panchayat Returning Officer has to sign. It states, আমার উপস্থিতিতে স্বাক্ষরিত পঞ্চায়েত রিটার্নিং অফিসার.
Yes.
The form must be there in the act itself.
Yes, yes, yes.
Isn't it there?
It is there.
Statutory, these are all statutory.
Yes.
And that's why I said that Mr. Sinha will be in a better position to.
Election rules আছে election rules. তোমার ফোন নমিনেশন ফর্ম যেখানে ওটা বার করো দাদা nomination form।
Well, a declaration is given when not in front of the officer by signing document.
State সম্মুখে.
And then 46(1) says that it
It's
can be
only
filed
presentation
to
of
the-
papers.
Presentation.
It's only presentation of papers, nothing
What-
else.
What does this
No,
presentation mean?
Well, that before the the nominating officer, he takes the papers and say on behalf of the candidate, I am depositing it as a proposer,
And-
nothing else. But the declaration has to be given by the candidate himself, being present before the officer.
And in terms of the form of declaration, the declaration has to be signed in presence of the officer, also, the PRO.
আমার উপস্থিতিতে স্বাক্ষরিত পঞ্চায়েত রিটার্নিং আধিকারিক।
Where is the form? Is it not there in the law?
All nominations is there, like election.
Application for a nominations.
আমার iPad-টা কেন
আর একটা প্রিন্ট আউট বার করে নাও, তোমাদের বিচ্ছিরি অভ্যাস সফট কপি।
Please come. The petitioner. Petitioners.
But, here will be eminent medical.
Yes, yes. The petitioners challenge the
গতকাল বলেছিলাম যে আমার
nomination filed by the respondent number 8, Moharuddin Ghazi. Stop. Ghazi, for contesting the Panchayat Election 2023. Stop. Specific submission of the petitioner is that the said candidate left for Hajj on 4th June 2023 and is yet to return to the country.
in terms of schedule, he will return on 16th July.
Stop. The petitioners have annexed a document allegedly obtained from the official site of the Hajj Committee of India, wherein the name of the private respondent, his flight details for leaving the country and returning back to the country are mentioned. Stop. Next. It has been submitted that it was absolutely illegal and improper for the Panchayat returning officer to accept the nomination in respect of the respondent number 8. Stop. Paragraph. It has been submitted that the candidate ought to have been physically present before the returning officer for filing the nomination. Stop. Next. Prayer has been made to call for a report from the State Election Commission. Stop. Next. Learned advocate representing the state respondents submits that as per provision of section 46 within bracket 1,
Rules
the nomination paper can be filed either by the candidate or by his proposer. Stop. In the present case, the proposer of the candidate filed the nomination. Stop. The learned advocate, however, is not aware as to whether the candidate concerned is in the country or not. Stop. It has further been submitted that no objection was raised before the Panchayat returning officer, and accordingly, it was not possible for the Panchayat returning officer to ascertain the allegation. Stop. Next.
No objection received till the time of scrutiny.
Objection received till the time of scrutiny. Stop. Next. Learned advocate representing the Union of India submits that information can be collected from the Immigration Bureau of India, which
Bureau of Immigration India.
Bureau of Immigration in India, which functions under the Ministry of Home Affairs. Stop. Next. Paragraph. The learned advocate representing the State Election Commission is directed to come ready with proper instruction as to whether the private respondent number 7, 8, was actually present at the time of filing the nomination as required under law, and whether the signature of the candidate was made in the presence of the returning officer. Stop. Next. Leave is granted to the learned advocate on record of the petitioner to implead the Bureau of Immigration and the Ministry of Home Affairs as party respondents.
Yes.
And a copy of the copy of the writ petition may be served upon the learned advocate representing the Union of India for onward transmission to the added respondents. Stop. List tomorrow, 2 p.m.
And only one more thing, that Election Commission may apprise your lordship when the nomination paper was uploaded in the website. Only then we can raise objection.
When it was uploaded, why the date of uploadment must be there in the portal itself?
According to us, it was never uploaded.
What was never uploaded?
Nomination paper for raising objection, we must know in terms of direction of Supreme Court.
Yes.
They were supposed to upload the nomination paper and the affidavits.
It was never uploaded. None of the nomination papers are uploaded.
Yes. Jila Parishad, Panchayat Samiti, they have uploaded.
But the Panchayats.
Learned counsel just read out from the form, my lord. It must have been uploaded somewhere.
No.
Are পড়লো কোত্থেকে? বিলেত পড়লো এক্ষুনি।
No, that is the
from other
format.
From the form. Kindly.
Achha. A commission shall also intimate as to the date on which the details of the concerned candidate was uploaded in the portal. You implead. What about the first item?
First matter, led another corruption at the instance of the officers who are issuing certificates. One thing that certificate. Certificate.
Certificate is annexed.
No, certificate. This man is a contesting candidate. Kindly take some page 24.
Yes.
Salima Begum.
DPO, line. One line. The copy of the writ petition could not be served upon the respondent number 8 as he is reported to be out of the country. Yes.
At page 24, second candidate, Salima Begum.
Salima Begum.
The next page, page 25.
Yes.
Certificate was issued on the last day, 15 June 2023, in her favor. Kindly see that the daughter is daughter of Amar Sheikh, which actually is no name. Her father's name is something else, and she belongs to a Sayyid community. And I have next entire list of
where is the daughter's name? Other place where
the PAN card I have gathered, it's not annexed. But if you receive PAN card, I have gathered of Salima Begum and her and her brother's certificate I have annexed. Ijaz Ali certificate.
Syed Ali Murtaza. Where is the objection?
Yes, Milad.
Where is the objection that you have?
I have made complaint immediately on 15th. It was issued, Milad. Page 33. I have made complaint, Milad, to the BDO, SDO, DM, all concerned. I have
Receipt.
Milad, they have refused. That's why I have sent through email. Page 35.
35.
35, 36.
Where is the date?
The date is the 16th June.
36.
16th
of June.
16th of June.
This is application for OBC duplicate certificate. This is not the objection, page 36.
Rather, I'm sorry, ma'am. Page 35, ma'am. Page 35.
Yes, 35, where is the date? I can see the time, but where is the date?
It was taken, screenshot has been taken in such a manner that
The date is not printed. But was it on the 16th itself?
16th itself, ma'am. Immediately, ma'am. But I can produce the receipt, ma'am, taking a screenshot in a proper manner, ma'am. If you are so desire, ma'am, I can produce it, ma'am, by supplementary by tomorrow itself.
What is page 37? Sayyada Salima Begum.
Ma'am, page 37, ma'am, is the
Electoral
roll of Sayyid Salima Begum. Ma'am.
Salima Bibi and Salima Begum, is she the same person?
After marriage, yes. After marriage.
Is she the same person?
Yes, ma'am.
No, but then if it is Begum, then she files a she gets the OBC certificate
In
BB.
yes, baby. All these are happening, lad,
Is she
and lad, the
divorced?
concerned officers are involved, lad.
No, is she divorced?
No. She is not divorced. I have annexed is the lad, card office of her father's husband also, lad.
Where is her husband's card?
Lad, at page lad 20. Eta ki? Yes.
Sayyada Masroor Ali,
Yes, lad. 29.
27,
29.
26, Nirvachan Talika.
27 and 29. 27, husband's name Sayyid Masroor Ali. And Milad, I have annexed an entire list of OBC Milad to demonstrate that Sayyid is not that community which can get Milad this OBC certificate. Milad.
Provided she is Sayyid, she does not mention that such and such. She belongs to the Sheikh community. It is mentioned in the OBC certificate.
That's wrong. That's my point. Milad, the PAN card I have issued, handed over just now. It says that the father's name is something else.
Tell me one thing, will the commission go and see whether this certificate is right or wrong?
That commission has been issued certificate in terms of the notification on 15th June.
You pray for cancellation of this certificate. If this
I shall pray for cancellation of the certificate. That is something else.
Yes.
But the authorities are involved. They are issuing certificate while not acting as an election officer. That's my point. Because he is a candidate of a particular party which is now ruling in the state, the certificates are issued on the last day, and without verifying the other documents which are required to be verified for issuing the certificate. And the names mentioned, where from they have got this now name, her father's name. Particularly when he is a married lady, the certificate is issued by referring her father's name. Kindly see the certificate at page 25. Amar Sheikh, this is the name. Where from they got this name? That Amar Sheikh? They have got something. Neither her husband is a OBC community, nor her father is belong to OBC community. Now he has changed her father and got the name Amar Sheikh because the officers are with them. That's my point. I can cancel the certificate, that is a procedure, I shall follow it. But the election officer, while functioning as the election officer, he is doing this to favor somebody else.
No, but then the subdivisional officer is acting as the election officer, but he is also the competent authority to issue certificate under the SC/ST Act.
Right.
Then
he will cancel the certificate by following the procedure.
Yes.
That is something else. My submission is on the last day of scrutiny.
I have received so many matters where certificates were issued on the last day and they have been
No
permitted.
difficulty in issuing certificate on the last day. But there must be some documents to demonstrate that she belongs to that community.
Challenge this certificate. The commission cannot do anything over here. As long as the certificate remains, what will the commission do?
I have made SDO as a party who has issued the certificate.
Yes.
The SDO is answerable. SDO can produce records before this court that these are the records based on which I have issued the certificate as the election officer.
No, but then
in usual course, if I apply for certificate, then it takes certain procedure to follow. Now, during election, there is the instruction on SDO that if any candidate comes, you have to issue the certificate within this time. SDO had exercised this jurisdiction. Now, my lord, he has considered some documents, some materials to allow somebody to contest election. The person who is not belong to that reserve community category, he is taking advantage of reserve category to contest, my lord, with the help of the authority. That's my point.
I can understand, but then
Therefore, my lord, kindly direct the SDO to produce the records based on which he has issued certificate. That's my point today.
Which petition, my lord? In a petition where nomination has been challenged?
No, I have not challenged the nomination. I have my primary challenge. My primary challenge that
What last it has been issued, my lord, the SDOs are overclocking the hours so that it can be given to those
right.
who want it.
We know who are.
Then they have got it. They have rushed to file the nomination papers. I have seen in so many writ petitions. So many writ petitions. Even on the last day, I have shown, my lord, in one matter. They applied in 2021, didn't give the documents till last day. They gave the document, immediately certificate was issued. The person went to submit it.
Yes.
And this is the fault of the SDO to issue the certificate.
That's what.
And my lord,
I have.
get
I have at least shown, my lord, to your lordship, some documents that SDO has exercised his discretion
my learned
as an election officer.
My learned
that
at the time of drafting of the petition was not satisfied that the certificate ought to have been challenged.
That kindly see my prayer. My prayer be, my kindly see.
Prayer is for cancellation of nomination.
Where from you are getting that? I have sought for cancellation of nomination. That is, I have sought for cancellation.
If my English knowledge does not fail me, resign the nomination filed by the respondent number 10.
That is consequential.
He has not sought the.
My primary prayer is B. My
primary prayer is consideration of representation.
No, that is not representation.
This is what your prayer says.
But prayer is
No.
It's not a drafting like something like I am
Take immediate action against.
Right center the SDOs and the BDOs cannot be blamed for anything.
Let you file appropriate application.
That application I have made.
If it is cancelled, then
provided
the candidate wins.
Kindly don't allow somebody let the reserve category contest the seat. Who does not belong to that category. If he wins, who will represent Malad?
No, if he wins the certificate, if it is cancelled,
this will take course all up to 3 years. By that time, by that time, election petition knows
No, not election petition. If the certificate.
Kindly then direct the SDO to consider my application for my cancellation that I have made to SDO. In due course, within a period. Let that be.
Where is that?
That I have made.
Where is that?
Page 34. Page 34.
34.
At base, what the petition is alleging is a code of practice under 93B by the person. Respondent number 10.
Page 34. What have you said?
Last line, cancellation.
No. ভিত্তি করে যে মনোনয়ন জমা নেওয়া হয়েছে সেটা বাতিল করা হোক cancellation of nomination. File proper application. File proper application.
I shall kindly grant me leave that. And I kindly director fix the period.
The petitioner are you also a contesting candidate? No.
The voter.
The petitioner
I am an elector of that constituency.
Has come up with a case that one Salima Bibi, who filed her nomination for contesting the Panchayat Election 2023 from a reserved category seat, does not belong to the said category. Stop. Next. Paragraph. It is the specific contention of the petitioner that the OBC certificate issued in favor of the said Salima Bibi was obtained upon practicing fraud and misrepresentation. Stop. Specific contention is that the said Salima Bibi does not belong to the other backward classes. Stop. The name of the father of Salima Bibi has been incorrectly mentioned in the certificate issued by the subdivisional officer Kandi. PAN card has been relied upon to show that the name of the father of Salima Bibi is Syed Ali Murtuza. PAN card is here. Please check the spelling. The petitioner has annexed the voter card. Now, the voter slip of the brother of the candidate and the voter slip of the father of the candidate.
Husband and brother I have annexed.
Oh, acha, husband and brother. Stop. Next. Murtuza is her husband.
আরে হাজবেন্ড এর নামটা বলো
The father's name I
হাজবেন্ড ইজ মনসুর আলী ইজ হাজবেন্ড
Murtuza is the father. Where is the husband?
হাজবেন্ড at page 27 সৈয়দ মনসুর আলী
27.
সালিমা বেগম স্বামীর নাম সৈয়দ মনসুর আলী
Father bollam, comma father, comma brother and husband. Voter slip annex kora hoyeche. Acha, paragraph. The petitioner alleges that the candidate concerned is involved in corruption in filing nomination, relying upon a certificate which was obtained on the very last date of filing the nomination papers. Stop. Prayer has been made for cancellation of a nomination. Stop. Next. The prayer of the petitioner has been opposed by the learned advocate representing the state respondents and the State Election Commission. Stop. It has been submitted that the Election Commission acted in accordance with the certificate issued by the competent authority. Stop. Till the certificate is not cancelled by the competent authority, comma, the commission has no other option but to act in accordance with the same. Stop. Next. Upon hearing the submissions made on behalf of all the parties, it appears that as on date, there is a certificate issued in favor of the said Salima Bibi by the competent authority, that is the subdivisional officer. Stop. No, not stop. Subdivisional officer recognizing her as a member of the other backward classes -A. Stop. As long as the certificate remains valid, comma, the said candidate will be entitled to the benefit of reservation. Stop. Next. As the petitioner has contended that the said certificate was obtained by practicing fraud and misrepresentation, accordingly, it will be open for the petitioner to take appropriate steps for redressal of her grievances, her or his grievances, in accordance with law, if so advised. No relief can be granted to the, no further relief can be granted to the
Kindly
petitioner in
report
the
that-
instant writ petition. Who is for the petitioner?
My lord, I accept.
Served?
My lord, I have sent through mail because I got the leave today itself, my lord.
Everybody has got leave today.
Yes, my lord, but I have sent through mail, but I have
Who did you send?
I have served the GP office of the landed GP.
I'm
The commission?
Yes, my lord,
Commission?
I have sent through mail, but
Miss
I have
Sinha is there in court every day, and I take her name for servicing the copies. Why don't you serve her? And this was filed
sent
yesterday,
through mail.
possibly.
I have sent everybody through mail, my lord.
No, mail will not do. Give a copy. What is your allegation?
Well, this is unlike the earlier one, my lord. The only-
Unlike.
Yes,
not
sir.
unlike, like, but
Alike.
with a prayer of challenge of the
Yes, my lord. Certificate I have made. That is the difference.
page 11,
That's the
Roman
issue
2, that
is-
prayer is there. And I have got the instructions accordingly, since the prayer is there.
Page 15 is the certificate that you are challenging.
No, this is my certificate.
Oh,
Despite
this
my
is your
best,
certificate.
despite my best effort, modern, I couldn't get the certificate of the private respondent. I have made a complaint on 17th. 20th was the last date. Yesterday, my lord.
Did you file nomination?
Yes, my lord.
Are you? Is your
Contesting.
nomination
Accepted.
accepted?
Accepted.
You are challenging
The certificate issued by the authority
yes.
against a seat where the private respondent is contesting, that is a earmark for the scheduled caste candidate. He belongs to the Maisha community. I have
Are you contesting from the same seat?
same seat, my lord.
Or both from the same seat?
Same seat, my lord.
Achha.
Wants it uncontested now.
No, my lord. That is not. The person who is eligible.
Walk over.
No, my lord. Not. I'm not. There are. My lord, I have not prayed for the installation of the election. What is my prayer? My lord, kindly come to page 11. Because the person is contesting with even with uneven, my lord. He does not belong to the scheduled caste community. He is contesting with the scheduled caste community candidate.
But then a certificate is there in favor of that
My lord,
candidate.
that is admitted. Fact that
Admitted.
I have prayed, my lord, and I have prayed, my lord, page 11 to cancel the scheduled caste certificate. That prayer
Very
is
well.
there.
Only
That is
apart from that, nothing will be done.
yes, sir.
The
Yes,
case
my
has to be heard. He's only saying what he has prayed for. Why
Yes,
he is challenging, he has to say. Why
Yes,
that
my lord.
certificate is wrong, he is not saying.
yes, my lord. My lord, kindly turn
He
to-
is saying that he is not doing, contesting,
My lord,
unfair
that is
advantage.
in
Why?
order to
What
cut
is-
short the issue, my lord. I have said this is unlike earlier matter in order to cut short the
Unlike.
issue.
Unlike.
But
Yes.
he's not saying what is the
Whoa,
problem. with
whoa,
the
whoa.
certificate.
The other candidate does not belong to the scheduled caste.
The respondent number
community.
7 does not belong to the, because I have annexed the document.
Which
My lord,
document? Please
yes,
show.
my lord. Not page 19.
Yes.
This is a variation certificate or legal year certificate.
Waris come certificate.
Yes, my lord. Where the name of the private respondent, father of the private respondent appears, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, then my lord turns to page 20.
What is the name of the private respondent?
Private respondent,
Prashanjit Bera.
yes, my lord.
Where is his
Son of-
name? Where is his
He is the
name?
son of Chittaranjan Bera. It appears at page 19, serial number 2.
Serial number 2, Chittaranjan Bera is the father of Prashanjit Bera.
Prashanjit Bera.
Acha.
Now my lord turns to page 20.
Yes.
Page 20, relevant page 21.
Yes.
They belongs to the Maisho community.
Where is the name? Mauja.
Then 22 is the name of the Chittaranjan Bera.
Nabalok Street, Tinku Bera.
Yes.
Tinku Bera. Who is Tinku Bera?
Well, then turn page 22. Name of the father of the petitioner, private respondent appears. Serial number 3, Chittaranjan Bera.
Kobala Dulil Data. And where is the Data's description? Grohita is Sri Tinku Bera.
Yes.
Mahisho. Data is Chittaranjan.
Yes, ma'am.
Where is Chittaranjan's caste mentioned?
Well, page 23.
Page 23.
Sreni Maisho.
Jati Hindu Sreni Mahisho. And Mahishos are not OBCs. Sure. All Mahishos, they're none.
I
are
have
OBC.
annexed. I have annexed.
Where
I have
is that
tried to
list?
demonstrate a list
Where is that list?
by annexing a document.
Yes.
That appears at page,
40.
not page 41, sorry, 40.
Yes.
Neither the surname nor the subcaste come within this list.
There is another list also.
This is I have got from a book, my lord.
Yes, state.
Yes, my lord, your lordship will kindly take the next page, page 40.
40?
Page 40. My lord, my learned friend is relying on page 39.
No,
No,
he
40.
read upon 40.
Yes, 40 kindly takes serial number 54. That is the Rajbanshi, my lord. The private respondent have been able to submit documents before us stating that he is belonging to the Rajbanshi community, which is having the surname of Bera. And my lord, accordingly, the certificate was issued on 30th of October 2017 by us.
So long back.
Yes. My lord, I received the instructions at 1:50, but I could not take a printout. May I hand over the document, my lord, in a soft form, my lord?
No. Well, 54 Rajbongshi and Maheshwas are same.
My lord, the petitioner, though having a surname of Bera, is belonging to the caste of Rajbongshi, my lord.
And not Maheshwas.
My lord, Maheshwa, my lord, I am not going on to the deed, my lord. I am not going on the basis of the deed. My lord, because when I...
In fact remains that the certificate is there.
I look into a deed.
Yes, my lord.
Certificate is there.
That
Go
is what-
challenge. Please come. The petitioner as well as the private respondent both are contesting the Panchayat general election from the same seat. Stop. The seat is reserved for scheduled castes or OBC,
Scheduled caste.
SC. Stop. Next. The petitioner challenges the candidature of the private respondent on the ground that he does not belong to the reserved community. Stop. Next. The petitioner has annexed documents in support of his submission that the private respondent falls under the community Maheshwa, which is not included in the list of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes in West Bengal. Stop. Next. Objection was filed by the petitioner before the... Where is the objection?
Yes, my lord, page 46 to the SDO.
Before the subdivisional officer. Seeking cancellation of the caste certificate issued in favor of the private respondent. Stop. Next. The petitioner has also prayed for a direction upon the Election Commission to debar the private respondent from contesting the Panchayat election. Stop. Next. The learned advocate representing the state respondents have obtained instruction from the
From the SDO Boshirhat.
from the subdivisional officer Boshirhat that the caste certificate was issued in favor of the private respondent as the private respondent claimed to be a member of the Rajbongshi community.
In October 2017.
Rajbongshi community, which is included in the list of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes in West Bengal. Stop. The said certificate was issued as far back as in October 2017. Stop. Next. From the submissions made on behalf of the parties, it appears that the nomination of the private respondent was accepted in respect of the reserved category, as there is a valid caste certificate in his favor. Stop. Next. The petitioner presently contends that the said caste certificate was issued by furnishing false information. Stop. Next. The petitioner has already filed an objection before the subdivisional officer, being the competent authority to take a call in the matter. Stop. The subdivisional officer, Boshirat, is directed to take a decision on the objection filed on behalf of filed by the petitioner in accordance with law, after giving reasonable opportunity of hearing to all the parties within 12 weeks from the date of communication of this order. A reasoned order shall be passed and communicated to the parties immediately thereafter. Writ petition disposed of.
Much of.
Four
No, 4 I am for the petitioner, my lord. Petitioner belongs to scheduled caste, my lord.
served.
Yes, my lord. I've served,
Yes.
my lord. And, my lord, in course of the day, my lord, I said, I filed the affidavit supplementary.
Supplementary?
Affidavit service.
Yes.
My lord, the petitioner belonged to scheduled caste and he obtained the scheduled caste certificate on 14 June. He filed the nomination paper at the Dhula Sima Gram Panchayat. His candidature was declared Subrat Pal. Supplementary list. But kindly come to page 16. But these are silver certificate issued in favor of me on 14 June.
Certificate page 16.
Yes,
Page
certificate page 21. Certificate page 20.
21.
হ্যাঁ same.
সুব্রত কয়াল।
অরিজিনাল তো দেখাচ্ছি সেম কেন দেখো না ভাই আমি ফ্রড করি না
না না আমি তো এটা আলাদা করে দেখাচ্ছি
না এটা দেখাচ্ছি ওটা তো অস্পষ্ট আসছে না
he has also got an original, so I was wondering if it is the same or not, because he has already annexed one.
Page 18.
page 21 page 21
Page 21. What is page 21?
Oh, sorry.
page 21
Nomination. Nomination.
certificate না
Page 18, sorry. Yes.
page 18 the silver certificate one.
Yes.
And my lord, I submit it, my lord, the nomination paper. And nomination paper in page 16, my lord, they have take all the marks. Subsequently, on date of scrutiny, my lord, 17th, my lord, they told me that your nomination is allowed. Then, my lord, they verbally told me that your nomination paper is cancelled because you don't have any certificate. Well, on 14th, I have got the certificate. I submitted the same. And on the same issue, my lord, on the same issue, your lordship passed an order on page number 22, my lord. Ulveria. And Ulveria 1, my lord. My lord, yesterday also, your lordship passed same order, my lord. I have annexed one order, my lord, that is page 22 on 20th June. Last annexure.
See, page 23, paragraph number 4, it is mentioned as the final list is yet to be published. But by today, this list has also been published.
Published, my lord.
Have you followed? Why did you not come earlier?
Well, because my lord, I came to learn on 17th, my lord, 18th was holiday, and 19th and 20th I made complaint before the SDO and the my lord, State Election Commission to get the
19th, see, this order was passed on the 20th. You ought to have been here on the 9th.
My lord, I made all effort, my lord. I made the all representation to the State Election Commission and the my lord, DM to get the result. Only 48 hours, my lord, I delay, my lord.
Thing is, your effort was
May I show two documents? Lord? I will kindly take page 15 once. Your lordships will find just above the date when she has filed he has filed the nomination. And it is 11 a.m. Your lordship found the time, my lord. Kindly take the certificate at page 80. When it has been issued.
11 a.m.
11 a.m. Bangla, my lord, it's in Bangla, my lord.